What's up, shitheads? It's Ryan and Travis back with another episode of Dudes Talking Shit. This is episode number 56. It's also the fucking first time I got the intro correctly in like a month and a half.
Dude, yeah, I don't know what's been happening there.
I don't know. I just had to focus up for that, though. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, you're on like full. What's it called when you have a stutter?
Well, I don't know. It's just called stutter, bud.
Would it be like a form of Tourette's? No.
No, it'd be a form of retardation.
But would it? Or speech impediment? It'd be a speech impediment.
Is that what it is?
I'd imagine.
I thought that's when people like pronounce their like R's like W's. Like, hi, it's Wyan and Twavis back. You know,
Dude, there was this girl in. I went to school with her from like primary right till like kindergarten to graduated together. And she had a speech impediment like that, like with R's. And I remember being in like grade 10 biology class, and she would just be like, but don't you find the worms interesting? And I like, now, whenever somebody says the word worm, I'm just like, worm. Worm. Worm.
she sounds kind of retarded.
Actually,
well, retarded.
She was super fucking odd.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was really confusing.
That would ruin it right away. Right a fucking way.
It was like, she was an anomaly on so many fronts. She was like really, really good looking, crazy smart, like a gigantic nerd.
Imagine
and
like
then she has speech impediment.
Megan Fox comes up to him and she's like, "Hey there, big boy, I want you to whale me from behind." Like I'd be like, "Okay, see ya." I'd probably still do it. I've met me. I know how disgusting I am.
Yeah, you would be like, how would she moan? I wonder.
Ow, 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 ow. She sounds like fucking Luigi or something.
Sounds like a cartoon character.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude.
Impediments.
I found out this week, what if I told you there was a magical place that it's in the United States that crime is legal?
Like a purge situation?
It's basically like anything goes.
Year round. So it's basically just a purge town.
Well, when I say that, I mean, it's weird. So major crimes are essentially legal. Or not, sorry. I don't think the right word is legal. They're just, you can get away with them. And when I say major crimes, I'm referring to things that would require a jury specifically.
Like we talk about like sexual assault,
sexual assaults, murders, stuff.
Drug trafficking.
Yeah, crazy stuff that would like require an actual jury in the courtroom.
What is name of said town, sir?
So it's not a town, it's an area. And it's in Yellowstone National Park. And it's a very small 50 square mile area called the Zone of Death, I found out about this week. So basically, Idaho, the Yellowstone National Park is on a border.
You Idaho.
Yeah. The Idaho section of Yellowstone National Park.
You keep calling yourself a hoe.
What the fuck are you talking about? The Yellowstone National Park has a section which is purported in a loophole in the Constitution of the United States. A criminal could theoretically get away with any major crime, including murder. So the reason why there's a loophole is Yellowstone National Park is on the border of Idaho and Wyoming.
Right.
In the United States, a district court has to have jurisdiction over multiple states. This is due to the fact that its jurisdiction includes all of Yellowstone National Park. However, part of that park slightly goes beyond the boundaries and into Idaho and Montana. So in those two parts where the Yellowstone National Park is in Idaho and Montana, they're not in the Idaho or the Wyoming jurisdiction anymore. So in the United States, when a crime is committed and a jury is selected, the jury members must be from the district in which the crime is committed. However, district and state, they must be from the same. This is the only point in all of America where the district goes beyond state lines. So, in this small 50 square mile area, if you commit murder, they cannot get a jury that qualifies because no people live there. It's a fucking national park. So people don't live there.
Right.
So nobody lives there. So you can't create a jury. That means there can't be a jury. That means they can't go through the prosecution unless you say, yes, I did it, guilty, done. But if you say, nope, didn't do it, they can't do shit legally. So there's actually like, if you want to off some people, bring them to this
Is it actually called the death zone?
it's called the zone of death. Literally, this is like a known thing apparently in the area. So I'm sure there's ramped up law enforcement around there. Like, who the fuck are you going into the forest with here? You know what I mean? Because one of you don't come out alive, it's totally cool. Like, we can't do nothing about it. So yeah, basically, yeah.
That's really
The
interesting.
Sixth Amendment to the United States Constitution decrees that juries in federal criminal cases must be made of citizens whom are from both the district and state where the crime was committed.
Do you know what's really interesting? So that is super fucking cool.
That's fucking wildly cool, man.
yeah, like how
Like, I want to go camping with some people right now.
how that area like worked that way.
Yeah.
But
Apparently, it's the only spot in all of America where a district crosses state lines.
Yeah.
So,
what I think about though, when I think of terrifying places, I think about places with like brutal government regimes.
yeah, like South Africa.
Yeah. Yeah, like places where for like having weed on you or like being gay or something, like you can get fucking killed.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, we could name lots of places with like pretty brutal regimes right now. I'm pretty sure. Like, I think Singapore is a really bad one at the moment.
Yeah.
I wonder which country has the least amount of laws.
Mexico. Probably a lot of the Central American countries or South American even.
I'm gonna Google
But
it.
like, I don't. It depends because I'm sure like within the major cities of those countries, things are probably fairly kosher. But it's
Yeah.
all of the outlying areas where there's just no fucking rules. Like if you like, I've said it before too. My way of depicting a third world country from a non-third world country is if you get pulled over and you have an ounce of weed on you, if you can pay the cop $200 and then this whole problem goes away.
Yeah.
That's a third world country.
Okay, so this is fucked. This is not what I was expecting. Do you know the countries that are considered the most free of laws in the world?
Probably Switzerland,
Number 4,
Liechtenstein.
Canada.
Oh yeah.
Number
We don't really have any rules here.
Then there's a 3-way tie for first.
Yeah.
And as soon as I say the first one, you're going to know the
France?
other two. No. Sweden,
Yeah. Okay.
Finland, Norway.
Yeah, the Scandinavian.
Is a
fuckers.
3-way tie.
All those white people with blue eyes, blonde hair, man, they have no crimes to commit. They got all the privilege. They got it all, you know? They got
Yeah.
good looks. They got
And
fucking nice scenery.
like,
Hot
have you
summers,
ever-
cold winters.
Have you ever seen, like, they don't go to, like, real jail.
No,
If they get in
they go to
trouble.
fucking summer camp.
Yeah. Like,
It's
they
nice.
get, like, rehabilitated.
I want to retire in like a Swedish prison.
Can you imagine? That's one place I've wanted to live. I would love to live in some of the, like, one of the 3 Scandinavian countries.
Oh yeah.
That would be so cool.
You don't even snowboard though.
No, but I snowmobile a lot.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen that before.
No. Well, ever since I moved to this godforsaken place.
The problem is up there, they have too many different languages in such a small area, and the languages are hard to fucking understand.
What do you mean? There's only 3.
Yeah. Well, more than that, I think. Don't they have
No.
Norse too?
That's not a language.
Yes, it is. Some people speak Norse, don't they?
I don't believe
It's
so.
not a thing. Please tell me this is
think-
not. I thought Norse was a thing like passed down through generations.
I'm pretty sure it's a mythology.
Oh man.
Old Norse or Old Scandinavian was a North Germanic language that was spoken by inhabitants of Scandinavia.
Okay.
They don't speak it anymore. They're
Fucking
Swedish,
losers.
Finnish, and Norwegian, I guess. But I don't think that's the names of their actual languages.
I think it's called Nomad.
No.
What do you mean? NORAD? NORAD.
NORAD, no.
No?
But they
It's not
have
called any of these things? What am I just shitting his words out?
they have a lot of indigenous communities, especially Finland, I think.
What kind of indigenous? The kind we're used to, like feathers, campfires?
No, like Still the kind we're used to, but not that kind. Like Inuits and stuff.
Oh,
Is
yes.
that what they're called? Yeah.
I thought Inuits were more like whale blubber igloo.
Yeah. That's their
Okay.
vibe. That's the ones in Scandinavia.
Yeah.
That's their vibe too.
Only on the shore, though, because they got to go spear hunting still. Dude, they still do a ton of whaling up there.
Oh, yeah.
There's this one little... Have you seen that bay? Where all the whales, they get flushed into this bay, and they get just destroyed. The whole water's red.
I've seen that it's somewhere in Asia. Maybe in Japan, where it's called Shark Bay.
Yeah?
And that's the same thing. Like,
holy fuck,
they
that's
brutalize hundreds of sharks.
Hundreds and hundreds of them. The whole town comes down like it's an annual thing that they do to get basically their year supply of blubber.
I know
that's fucking cool.
I'm pretty sure it's in Finland. I think Finland's a little more wild than Sweden. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, those motherfuckers are still living a bit crazier.
Yeah.
There's an indigenous group of people there, and they've essentially domesticated wild caribou.
Really?
So the caribou, like, they just follow the caribou around on their, like, patterns, like their feeding patterns, migratory patterns. And, like, this nomadic tribe stays with them and moves around. And, they'll just, like, walk up to a caribou and kill it.
That's fucking awesome.
They'll just, like, go up and slit its throat. But then, like, when they're ready to move, the caribou tow their sleighs and shit. Like, tow their homes. Like, it's fucked. It's really interesting. Now, I think it's a pretty small group.
Yeah.
But, yeah, essentially, they're providing some protection for the caribou. So, like, if wolves or polar bears or anything come around, like, they have guns. They fend off predators of them. So the only people that eat them are the humans. And, obviously, they do it very, like, humanely.
Yeah.
Compared to how a wolf or a bear would kill you.
Imagine living like that. Fuck that.
Just, like, I can't imagine developing a relationship with an animal, like it's your buddy,
Yeah.
and then just like, I'm gonna eat you now, bitch.
And slitting its throat of all ways. Like,
yeah, it trusts you so much, you can just walk up to it and.
How do you think fucking Nicole Brown Simpson felt? Jesus Christ.
He didn't do it.
Yeah, taking...
The glove didn't fit.
Yeah, exactly. It's got to be right up against the skin, huh?
We had a really interesting thing happen between us today.
What?
I, for the first time, saw the last episode of Seinfeld.
Holy fuck. The amount of times I've seen the last episode, I could guess and say probably legitimately 20 times. Which that's not that high of a number, but how many times have you watched one episode of one show?
So the end is a two-parter, right?
No, they aired it all together.
But it's actually...
It's 1 hour, though.
Right.
Yeah.
So they only play...
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yes.
So, yes, it's a two-parter, but the actual final episode is 1
Played
hour.
together.
Yeah.
So I saw the second half of it. How did the first half start? Like, how did they end up in court over that?
So the four of them, well, Jerry and George ended up having a phone call from NBC that they wanted to do the pilot, one more, like the show Jerry that they were pitching. So the whole show was about them trying to get a show about that show.
Right.
So like the show Seinfeld was all, like the whole thing was basically one big build up for selling the sitcom that they were calling Jerry, which was basically just Seinfeld.
Right.
So it's like a whole fucking, like it's an Inception sort of thing, basically.
Right. It's a show about selling that show.
Yeah. It's a show about nothing, but it's actually about selling the show about nothing.
Right.
And so they finally get a phone call back that NBC wants to pick up the show, and they want to fly them out to LA to talk or whatever. So the whole group decided to take this free trip to LA to talk on this private jet. Well, when they're on the jet, Kramer's trying to bounce and get the water out of his ear because it's bothering him at fucking altitude or whatever. And then it throws the plane off equilibrium or whatever. They had to do an emergency landing. So they landed in some fucking nowhere town or whatever that just passed a law called the Good Samaritan Law. Whereas if you witness a crime happening and you don't intervene, you're also found guilty.
Right.
So they watched some fat guy, really fat guy, getting mugged, and they decided to videotape it because they thought it was funny with like a big camcorder, and you could hear them. They were producing commentary on it the whole time, like, haha, look, oh, there goes his lunch money. Haha, he's never gonna be able to catch him with all that weight, like saying stuff like that. And they played that video in court, man. So anyway, that's why they ended up in court. It's because the cop came to finally help, and the fat guy was like, and they watched it all. And they're like, what? That's a good Samaritan law. You're all under arrest.
And then it turns into everybody they've wronged.
I wouldn't say everybody. It would have been nice to see a few extras, but in the sake of
big
like
ones.
time, yeah, basically it was fucking hilarious the way they were reprising
All the roles.
bringing back the people.
Yeah. Because the funniest one, the one I remember, is the Soup Nazi.
The Soup Nazi was funny. I think the funniest one was this girl named Marla. She was a virgin.
Yeah.
And finally she decides she wants to have sex with Jerry. So when they're going to have sex is when Jerry tells her about the contest that they had, which was who could abstain from pleasuring themselves for the longest. So he tells her about that and be like, I can't, I'm in this contest. And she thought it was so repulsive, she leaves, goes downstairs, falls in love with John F. Kennedy Jr., who's standing downstairs waiting for Elaine, but decides to take this other virgin instead. So then the girl shows up in court and be like, tell her about the contest. And then the cross-examination was like, and what kind of contest was this? So she has to say, oh, I can't. Anyway, it was so funny. She was trying to explain it. Meanwhile, fucking George's mom and dad and like Jerry's family and everything are in like in the auditorium or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
The courtroom, whatever that.
And then it's so this is my first time ever seeing the last episode.
Yeah.
And can I tell you a miss that I think happened?
What?
So they had that scene where they're talking about the button at the end, right?
Yeah.
And like Jerry's just going on about it. Like there was been a couple of bullshit, like things or whatever. But the last thing they're saying is Jerry about the middle button.
Yeah.
Or the second button.
Yeah. The second button is the one that makes the shirt.
And they're pulling off the cell that the four of them are in together, and eventually it just goes black.
Yeah.
There's a cutback scene after. Do you know what I'm talking about?
About Elaine making a phone call? No, that's before.
No, that's before.
Yeah.
Where Jerry's doing stand-up in the jail.
Oh, yeah.
That's shit. Why didn't you leave it on the cut to black?
Because that's his thing. Every episode is based on his stand-up. And his,
right.
So at the beginning of every episode, it shows him on like an actual stage cracking a joke.
Yeah.
And that joke is about the episode because that's how his actual stand-up worked. And then that's how his stand-up worked. His stand-up was fucking observational humor.
Right.
And then they would just make the episode about that. Sometimes even there would be like a quick little interlude like after a commercial break or whatever. It's like, bum, bum, bam, bam, bam. He's like, so what's the deal with going out? We all day long, we can't wait to go out. We're out. We're finally out. Now once you're out, you can't wait to go home.
Right.
It's funny. And he was going on. That's kind of the humor that he has. So.
Yeah, I just think
So what's the deal with jail food,
The episode would have ended better without that.
Yeah, it could have. It wasn't necessary.
Yeah, it wasn't at all. And then the jokes were shitty. Like,
yeah, well, he's not very funny. Like he's
Dude.
funny if you're into that type of humor, but if you're not, he's not very funny.
it's crazy. Like his most recent stand-up special
Yeah.
is trash.
Yeah, but it's trash if it's not your type of humor. See, me, I fucking roared the whole time.
It's the same jokes he was telling on that fucking TV show.
It's the same jokes he's been telling since the fucking 70s.
like, that's fucked.
Or the early 80s, maybe, I guess.
It's,
I saw him live one time, front row, dead ass
Really?
center, and all the jokes, I knew them. It's just about the delivery, like the fucking look in his face, like, you okay? Like, I don't know where this is going.
No, I can't do it. Like, I don't like Jerry Seinfeld stand-up. Don't like, most recent Chris Rock is horrible.
Yeah, Chris Rock's not that funny, I don't find
And
anymore.
the worst fucking offender out of the three is fucking Ellen DeGeneres. Her
she's
stand-up
never been funny.
is garbage.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
find her to be funny at all.
Gutter. Yeah, because I guess it's hard. In that community would stand up like, though, like, there's other big names out there like Rogan specials are huge. Segura, Chappelle, obviously, Burr, like Kreischer, like all their specials are fucking massive.
Yep.
So then when you see these people who are supposed to be comedy greats, and then it's like, you're not, like, all these other people are doing new and interesting things, and it's funny as fuck, but they just aren't that funny.
Nah, it's because they got watered down because they have so much predictability.
So much money.
Exactly. They can't live on the edge anymore. Like they have to water down every line of every joke to not offend sponsors, potential TV shows. You know what I mean?
Well, that's like, man, the worst one was Ellen's. What is it called?
This is why I'm a dyke. I don't know. Fuck Ellen.
It's like, it was called like Grounded or Connected or something. Basically, it's something along those lines anyways. But basically, the whole fucking special was about how rich she is and how much she doesn't understand you.
Yeah, I believe that.
And I'm like...
Because she's been in that world for so long that it's like, nah.
Oh,
she,
dude.
She just has no clue what a real person lives like.
Mega rich.
Yeah.
Since the, like, mid-2000s.
I think before that. Oh, mega rich, but since the mid-2000s, for sure.
Yeah, like, yes.
Because she had the sitcom before that ran for a number of years.
Yeah, but I don't say... She didn't come across, like, hundreds of millions.
No.
Until, like, maybe 2008 to 2011, somewhere in that
Yeah, it might
time
have been
frame.
around there, yeah.
Yeah. And then that special, I think, came out in, like, 2018.
Yeah, fuck her, man.
Oh, dude, I'm
Probably
not
a
fan.
fucking alcoholic.
Oh, I'm so, like...
You can smell the fucking red wine on her from here.
Yeah. She can't... Her whole show's over, right?
Is it fully done?
Yeah, she
Thank
quit.
fuck.
Yeah, but also, do you know what's even funnier? Is, like, people who are stoked that Ellen, like, got called out or whatever, and are like, oh, fuck her. Like, dude, she's riding off into the sunset with hundreds of millions.
Yeah.
Give it 5 years. We're all going to fucking forget about her.
100%.
And not care. She's still going to be producing television shows. She's still going to be the executive producer around a lot of projects.
Yep.
She still probably has some brilliant human being running investments for her.
Yep.
She is just... She's going to create exponential wealth. Like, that show meant nothing anymore.
Yeah.
Like, once you have that kind of money, that money makes money.
Nah, nobody cares about her anymore. Fuck Ellen.
Yeah. But she just gets to peace.
Yeah.
She's still young.
No, it's like that with a lot of people, though. They have a real successful show for a number of years. They can just dip.
Yeah.
You know,
call
like
it a day.
Jay Leno did it. He got bored, so now he does that fucking Jay Leno's Garage. He just does that for fun.
Which is way better than the Tonight Show ever was.
I like the Tonight Show. That was my favorite night show, other than the first few seasons of Jimmy Kimmel when he was really edgy.
Yeah.
But then when it switched over to like ABC or whatever, because at first it wasn't on, like it was on like Fox or something.
Kimmel.
That was yeah.
Oh, sorry. I always fuck up Kimmel and Fallon.
Yeah, fuck Fallon. Fallon sucks, man.
Yeah, Fallon is shit. Kimmel back in the day with Adam Carolla
Yeah, on the Man Show.
was fucked.
Oh yeah.
That was fuckery. Do you ever hear like Rogan or any of them talk about Kimmel?
Yeah.
It's really interesting because they talk about him like he used to be one of the boys.
Yep.
Like he was in that crew of people, and now they're like, we don't even fucking know this guy anymore. Like,
Yeah.
he's not one of us anymore. And it's so true. He's such a bitch.
He was funny. I remember before the Man Show, or it might have actually been at the same time. I don't know. I think it was before. He was the host of a show called Win Ben Stein's Money.
Yes.
Remember that show?
Yes, on Comedy Channel.
Yeah, and then oddly enough, when the role got taken over by someone else, it was his fucking wife, Sarah Silverman. Which,
Was it really?
yeah, I don't think they're married now, but
No,
they were at
no.
one point. Maybe they never were and they just dated. I don't know. There was a relationship there.
I can't imagine. Because, like,
She looks the same as she did 30 fucking years ago. She has not aged.
Sarah Silverman's one of the most beautiful women in comedy.
I was just about to talk about her mustache.
Really?
Yeah.
How
Not that
come
there's
she has
anything
a
wrong with.
mustache?
Oh, yeah. She acknowledges that she's got a mustache.
She must wax it and shit a lot, though.
Yeah, she fucking. It's one of her main things on her jokes is about how hairy she is and everything.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's one of her main.
I fucking love Sarah
Main things,
Silverman.
yeah.
Her like, I've sent you a couple of clips and stuff of her podcast, I think. Like, that woman is fucking outrageously funny.
Yeah. No, I have nothing bad to say about Sarah Silverman.
And, like, the shit she does with, like, she'll fucking call like fans of the show, like weird creepy dudes and shit,
Oh fuck yeah.
and like have big old conversations with them. Like she's so fucking funny. She's great. I'm a big fan of Sarah.
Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about her. She reminds me of like an older brunette Nikki Glazer.
Yeah,
In all
for
honesty.
sure.
I see them having like, the same kind of career trajectory.
Yeah. Because Sarah Silverman now, like, I think of her as like one of the keepers of comedy. Like, she's a legend.
Yep.
Like, she can do no wrong. Like, she's fucking great.
But she's always gonna be like low on the totem pole.
She's never gonna like.
She's gonna be like I don't know what the right word. She's gonna be like a fucking the base that the totem pole is on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't fucking build on without it. It's stuck. So I don't know how I'm explaining this.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. You're talking about like of the totem pole of great comedians.
She'll never even be
on there. She's like on the bottom.
She's on the bottom half for sure. But like you can't have so many others without her. Like Amy Schumer who fucking sucks, would never came along without her. Whitney Cummings, Eliza Scherzinger, fucking Nikki Glazer, like any of the girls that
Christina Pazsitzky.
they all wouldn't even have had their opportunities if it wasn't for what Sarah Silverman has done by kind of paving the way.
Oh, well, Whitney Cummings like says that she owes her whole career to Sarah Silverman, basically not discovering her, but giving her opportunity.
Yeah.
Fucking Whitney Cummings is good too.
She's wicked.
Yeah, she is fucking cracked.
No, she's hilarious. I like her.
Yeah.
I like her audio comedy better than video. Like watching a special doesn't do it for me, but listening to the special in the background or whatever does. Same with her podcast and all that. I still don't like her mannerisms of like the way she moves. It bothers me how high she lifts her arms.
Oh,
like,
I know that's hands are always
that's
in the
what
air.
I'm saying. They're always fucking moving all over the place, and it freaks me out, man.
Yeah, man. One comedian.
Not that there's anything wrong with it, but whatever.
Yeah. Oh, she's great. I think the absolute goat though for women right now is Christina P.
Yeah,
she is the goat.
Yeah, I think she's killing it, but she's also like got a funny, like a very dirty type of humor. Like she can roll with the guys, but then she can
100%.
also be one of the girls.
She doesn't get the notoriety that she deserves.
No.
Ali Wong is fucking great too, actually.
Yeah.
But
did you ever hear the story about the time Ali Wong shit herself in a cab?
No.
She shit herself in a cab.
What?
Yeah. In like LA, it's stuck in
Is
traffic.
that on one of her specials?
I think so. Or it was on a late show sort of thing.
Yeah.
She told the story and she had to pull over and peel her underwear off, and it was like two pieces of bread with peanut butter on them, you know?
Oh, that's so filthy. Yeah. That's fucking hilarious.
It might have been her. If it wasn't her, it was definitely a different Asian comedian.
It's not many.
No, so my chances of getting that wrong are slim.
Yeah, big time.
You know what's fucked up? You know, you always hear people say, drink responsibly.
Sure.
It always means don't drink and then drive. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean don't get blacked out. It doesn't mean don't get drunk and rape. It doesn't mean
drive.
Don't get drunk and rob a bank. Don't get drunk and punch people. Don't get drunk and fucking like steal shit. Like it doesn't mean any of that. It just means don't get drunk and then drive. Like dude. Am I the only one that realizes that?
Dude, it's so true, man. But yeah, be responsible. Don't get behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so you're basically giving me a pass to go punch a hole in a window, go slash some tires, kick some teeth.
Oh man, this guy I went to fucking high school with. They were out. This would have been like a year or two after high school. So he was a part of the group of guys that they drank in high school.
Nice.
But they were like kind of pussies.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They would like drink in each other's basements.
Yeah.
And they were like hockey bros.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Whereas, when I was in high school, like I was going to bars downtown, like I was playing shows, I was drinking with older people in that environment. So you very quickly learn if you get too drunk and you're fucking annoying, they won't want to hang out with you. So you had to like temper it.
Yeah.
So these boys used to get fucking shit-faced, like absolutely guttered. And this guy was fucking walking along and there's a car and he just punches out the fucking side window, and he cut all down his fucking wrist.
Fuck.
And cut open like a bunch of tendons and stuff. Still can't use fucking part of his hand.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude. Like, severe fucking nerve damage.
One
But
of-
that's the dumb shit you do when you're blackout.
One of my good friends, he got drunk. He wasn't even fucking like blacked out by any stretch of the imagination, but he was drunk, and he was getting kicked out of a bar one time because the bouncer didn't like him.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he got drunk and did something stupid or anything like that. He was
Yeah.
just getting kicked out because the bouncer there was like playing politics and like literally on like known to be on roids and all that and freaking out and wanted to kick him out. So they kick him out of the bar, and he got so pissed off about the whole situation that he punched one of those like security windows at the front of the bar. You know those ones that are like triple pane and then they
Yeah.
have the wires through them?
Yeah.
His hand, so those windows aren't supposed to be broken. He punched through it. Yeah, put a hole straight through it, and on his obviously on his arm coming back out.
Fucked it all up.
Fucked his arm. Holy fuck! Taking that
Oh.
ambulance ride was fucked.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's so
I think he
fucking
still has
terrible.
wild scars from it.
Yeah, I mean, that could, like, literally, that's something that could kill you.
Oh, it could.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, like, there's so much shit right
Yep.
there.
There's a lot of shit going on in there.
Man, that's absolutely fucked. Seeing people just punch straight through stuff, though, is fucking funny.
Oh yeah.
Like, if
I watched
someone
the
just
video the other
punches
day.
through a wall,
Yeah.
the immediate reaction is like, ah!
Oh man, because it's brave. If you hit a stud, your arm is fucked.
Oh, your knuckles are rattled.
Maybe break your wrist too. I watched a road rage video, I think like 2 or 3 days ago. It happened in Toronto.
Yeah.
And this guy was fucking boxing the window of a car and like freaking yelling at him. He was an Indian guy, and you know how weak they are. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They don't have any fucking strength. So the window's not breaking at all.
Yeah.
Finally, randomly, a cop shows up that must have been stuck in the same traffic jam or whatever.
Yeah.
Comes up, pulls out the taser, he's like, man, stop. The guy's like, no, you don't understand. This guy right here, he cut me off or whatever. And then the fucking dude rolls down the window finally. And the Indian guy runs up and starts punching him through the window.
No,
And-
with the cop there.
yeah, with the cops standing right fucking there. And then the video cuts off, so I'm not really sure how it all turned out. I'm sure the guy just got arrested and stuff. But
Yeah.
but it's just so funny that he had enough balls to fucking do that in front of the cop. Meanwhile, the other guy was a complete pussy and didn't roll the window down until the cop was there.
Yeah.
I'm like, if someone comes up and starts punching my window, telling me I cut them off, whether I did or not,
Yeah.
I'm getting out and we're boxing. Like, you don't fucking
Dude,
punch at me, man. Like,
I
fuck
have
you.
the fucking. Okay, so I read this. It was on CBC yesterday. So there's this. I don't know, whatever's going on with this fucking trial or the news story. But basically, this guy was driving slow on the highway. He was a recent immigrant to Canada from the United States. And he's a brown dude. I'm not sure if he was like Middle Eastern or Indian or whatever. I couldn't really tell. And he moved here because he felt unsafe in the United States. Due to racism. Like, he was living in Texas specifically.
Yeah.
And he moved to Alberta. I'm like, clearly, sir, you did not do your research.
Zero.
So he moves to Calgary, Alberta.
Yeah.
And the story is that he's driving down the fucking highway and he's driving really slow. And there's a guy, a fucking typical dude, in a white dude, 26 years old, in a fucking jacked pickup truck behind him. And is like blowing the horn at him because the guy's going real fucking slow. And then when he finally gets a passing lane, goes out to go around him, the fucking dude in the car flips off the guy in the truck.
Oh, yeah.
And he brake checked the truck. So the fucking truck gets out around him, fucking stops, makes the car stop. The dude gets out of the truck. So apparently he did yell some racial slurs and stuff, which is not cool. That part's not funny.
What, they go back to your own country stuff?
Yeah, like
Oh,
that
that's
kind
not
of
bad.
bullshit. Yeah, oh no, I think he did like say some towelhead shit and like just some unnecessary shit.
Yeah, okay.
If you want to yell at the guy for cutting you off and brake checking you, go for it. You
Yep.
don't need to say racist shit. But what is fucking funny, so first of all, when he goes to fucking court for it, because he ended up getting in trouble, he was like, not racist, he was like, I got an Asian girlfriend and a half black kid. I fucking hate everybody. And the even better part,
This was in the like, newspaper and everything?
and the even better part is he walks up to the guy's car and just rips the wiper off.
Why?
He just took the fucking wiper.
I bet it was on. I bet the wiper was going and it wasn't even raining. Do you ever see them? You ever see like Middle Easterns and shit driving down the road with their wipers on and there's
The
no
dry?
fucking rain?
Man, I don't know. But
I see it all the time.
But whatever it was, the dude's just like yelling at him. And the guys in his car with his windows up. He's like, "Rah!" And he just grabs the fucking wiper and like unhooks it and takes it. Like he didn't rip it off like that. Like you know how a wiper.
Yeah, he just unclipped it and walked away with the wiper.
It's like, why the fuck did you do that?
So did he get charged with theft too, do you think?
I don't think so. Oh, yes, he did with destruction of property.
Wow.
Fucking hilarious.
$20 wiper.
Oh, dude, that's what really cracked me up about that video. Like, that would be the ultimate thing to just freak out at somebody and be like, you don't got a fucking wiper now.
It's like when you see people get pissed off at someone and they grab a hold of like the guy's pocket and rip the pocket off. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, fuck you there, Jimmy. You know, you fucking
your
prick.
pockets.
And grabs his pocket of his shirt and just rips the pocket off. That just seems like such a badass move to do.
Dude, it is... it is just the stupidest fucking thing you can do to another human being.
Oh, without question. Didn't Ricky do that to fucking like Corey or Trevor or something like that?
Oh,
and then it started ripping the pocket of his pants and then ripping his whole pants and shit. I think that fucking happened. Then he had to pay for the pants. I don't know.
God.
I remember seeing this somewhere.
Frig off, Rick.
Fucking Ricky.
Oh my God.
All right, dude. So remember our guy, San Francisco?
No!
He's our McDonald's guy, found the homeless guy with the dead raccoon.
Yes.
So I was looking for more videos of this guy. In my hunt, I didn't find any yet, but I found another guy that is equally funny, and we got to watch this fucking video together.
All right, let's go.
All right. So anyone listening along, when you can, just go to YouTube and type in wheelchair crazy guy on train. It's posted by an account called Have Nots TV. It's about a 1:29 video. This guy, so here's the quick backstory that I glued together just for like, so we don't have to commentate over top of it, because some of the audio that we're going to hear is gold.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be talking over it. So the backstory is, this is on a subway train somewhere. I don't know where. I honestly have no fucking clue where this is. But this man in a wheelchair is stuck in the doorway, but sideways. Like so like, let's say his knee is facing one edge of the door and his back would be facing the other door. You know what I mean? So he's stuck sideways in a door and can't turn. The door's broken or something like that. Something just ain't working out here. He's fucking losing it. Then the guy that's recording this decided to hit record. So let's press play in 3, 2, 1, go.
Stupid ass bitch.
Don't try to reason.
Shut the fuck up. Stop talking to me, bitch. No, not you. I'm talking to the dumbass fat bitch over there. Eating too many pork chops. Fat ass bitch. Shut up, you fat bitch. Stop eating so many pork chops. Back up off the tape. Go on a diet, you fat ass bitch. That's why you ain't got no man. You're too fucking fat. Nobody wanna fuck you. You're too fat, bitch. You eat too many pork chops. Too much rice and beans. You dumbass, stupid ass bitch.
Stupid ass bitch.
So then, wait for it. This guy,
No motherfucking way. Try to get out.
someone actually tries to help him.
This train ain't going no fucking way. Try to get out. I don't give a fuck. Get me off this train. This is my stop. I don't give a fuck about the door. Yeah.
So now this guy must work or something. He's actually trying to help him.
Yeah.
And he's trying to say, like, just go to a different door, man. It's all good. This train's not going to move with you half in, half out. But watch, he's in a wheelchair now. Watch the legs. He's doing it all with his legs. He doesn't even need a wheelchair. Look at him. He's walking with his legs.
Shut up. I want to talk to you. Don't talk to none of you motherfuckers. Don't say nothing to me.
Anyway, that's it. But now here's the gold part that
Oh God.
that I find to be so funny.
You eat too many fucking pork chops.
So
Close.
this is the part that I found funny. He's arguing with some woman who's off camera. Now, by the accent of her, you can tell she's probably of like Hispanic descent.
Sure.
So let me see if I
Try
can.
to reason.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up, you fat bitch. Stop eating so many pork chops.
Right here.
Back up off the tape. Go on a diet, you fat ass bitch. That's why you ain't got no man. You're too
So now he's gonna hit her with an insult right here, and you can hear him stutter over some of his words. And since we now believe her to be Mexican, think of a racial slur So this guy's clearly black, okay?
Yeah.
Probably experienced some racism himself. Now, he's about to hit someone with a racial slur that is Mexican.
Oh God! I'm
And
just putting this together.
But he catches himself and realizes, oh, I'm not gonna call the pot that calls the kettle black or whatever.
Yeah.
So listen to where he catches himself, and you'll know it right away.
Fat. Nobody wanna fuck you. You're too fat, bitch. You eat too many pork chops, too much rice and beans. You dumbass, stupid ass bitch.
He was 100% gonna call her a spick.
Oh God, that's so bad. The fact that he just fucking caught himself like that midway through it.
Stupid ass bitch. Nobody wanna fuck you. You're too fat, bitch. You eat too many pork chops, too much rice and beans. You dumbass, stupid ass bitch.
It gets funnier every time. He's just like, because he's like,
Stupid ass bitch.
if you guys can watch this video sometime, when he gets to that part, like he's so into insulting this lady, like you know when you're like you just want to scream to the point you're like a wolf and you want to howl, so you kind of face your head to the sky. He's like yeah, stupid ass bitch, and he's like looking at the ceiling because he's trying to catch his words. He's like, you eat too many pork chops. Like, what the fuck does pork chops and rice and beans have to do with her telling him he's stuck in the door?
Oh God, that's so fucking funny.
Oh
dude.
man, I have been finding some really interesting people on the internet lately. Like I have been finding some very fucking interesting people.
That's fucking hilarious.
This guy, wheelchair fucking Willie.
Man, do you know what's been a real eye-opening thing to me lately that you've shown me that I
What?
didn't know that existed?
What?
Hot tub Twitch.
Yeah, that's the meta.
Dude, it's insane. Every girl on there is pulling like, hundreds of views, if not thousands.
Oh, thousands. There's some that went from already having like popular streamers that already had a couple of thousand average viewers
Yeah.
to like tens of thousands now.
And what's the really popular one's name?
So Amaranth, she was already one of the biggest streamers, one of the biggest female streamers, period.
What do I know her from?
She does ASMR. She's just known for playing Just Dance all fucking day. So
No, that's not what I'm thinking of.
you wouldn't know her from anything then.
No.
She does have an
I
OnlyFans.
thought there was a WoW streamer named Amaranth.
She does play WoW sometimes, but that's 100% not what she'd
she's
be
known
known. No, nowhere near.
Yeah. Jeez, I could have swore that was her name.
No, someone like her, it's fucking crazy. So she's already one of the biggest female streamers to begin with.
Yeah.
But she averaged like a couple thousand, viewers, like 1,500 to 4,000 on a good
Yeah.
day, That was her average sort of thing. Like every now and then it would get a little bit more when she did like a certain like talk show or whatever, played games, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then she started doing this hot tub thing where she literally just has an inflatable hot tub sitting in her
Stream room.
in her bedroom.
Yeah.
And she just fucking sits there in a very small bikini, because we're at this point in this world where if a woman's wearing an unbelievably revealing bikini, you can't say anything about it,
Yeah.
and it can't be deemed. And you're
Why would you say anything about it?
well, no, but I mean, like other people can, like even if you're attracted to it, that's fine. But you can't say, "Ooh, that's very revealing," or "That's sexy," or you can't say that now. You're not allowed to. Like you can say that to your significant other or like a friend.
No, wait. So you're telling me that if a female streamer, or unless it doesn't even need to be female, whatever gender, is wearing obviously intentionally attractive clothing to gain viewership, you as a commenter or a fan or a viewer cannot be like, you look great in that, you look sexy, you look beautiful. Is that not what she's trying to achieve?
So that's what I'm trying to say. It's obviously crystal clear that's what she's trying to achieve. If you say that, you will be banned immediately, auto banned. Doesn't even need a
Really?
moderator. There's the word
Yeah.
to do it. No, you absolutely cannot, because it's not meant to be. Their argument, the counter argument is, no, it's not meant to be sexualized. I can't help if people find this sexual. Okay, so you obviously figured out the system here. You've trapped not just the male population. You've just trapped.
Yeah,
the,
but I mean,
the
like,
population.
that's obviously not what she's trying to do, because that's of no advantage to her.
It is though, because wearing so you can't wear a thong on.
Yeah, but if you're just banning people hand over fist saying that you're good looking, like that's no good.
No, saying you're good looking is fine, but the reality of the internet is people aren't going to be polite like they are in person and say, "Hey, you're very good looking." It's not going to say that. They're going to say, "Holy shit, you're sexy," or "Oh my god, turn around, let me see your butt." They're going to say stuff like that. That's just what's going to happen. Like it or not.
You can't say that on Twitch.
Right. But so when you're banned, you can still watch people. You just can't comment and all that shit. Like, it's not like that IP address or that link just gets deleted out of history.
Do you know what's so weird? Like, you know, the hot tub genre on Twitch, like, they're just trying to get their money. But I can't, in my mind, understand the benefit of watching something like that on Twitch. Because, let's be real, the majority of males who watch it, or who are watching that, are watching it for sexual stimulation.
100%.
But so there's OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Then there's another really popular one where it's just like a porn chat.
Yeah, there's like Just Fans, there's nudies, there's a whole whack.
Sure. And there's like one of those where the girls have a vibrator linked to like an account. So if you donate money, she has the vibrator in her and it like activates the vibrator.
Wow.
Yeah. So like, why would you go spend money on Twitch to watch a girl in a bikini where you can see anywhere when you could go interact with a girl who's engaging in sexual activity?
Because one of them you got to pay for, one of them you don't.
No, you can go watch these girls. It's just like Twitch, except it's like sex.
Do you get to know that person by personality and stuff?
Yeah, they have like chats. I'm telling you, I wish I could remember the name of it now because I have a female friend who does it.
So I'm willing to bet the reason why that will never be as popular is because that's cut and dry deemed that's sex work. That's cut and dry. That's what this is.
Right.
The Twitch thing is the women
you're flirting with.
It's the women going as far as they can before it's deemed clearly sex work, and they have that loophole where society's at this point where you can't say a girl in a thong bikini is coming off sexual. You can't say that.
Yeah.
That's why like they could sit there in a pair of shorts in the hot tub. They could. They're in their own fucking house. They're not working on their tan.
Right.
They could sit there in a pair of fucking shorts in the hot tub or like, you know, comfortable underwear that aren't riding up or anything like that.
Yeah.
But why would they do that when they could show their bare ass and all of a sudden quadruple the amount of viewership they get?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, the old freaking idea that it's way more attractive to see a girl wearing like sexy lingerie
Clothes,
than it is to be completely naked.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why. So your idea of why this vibrator thing,
that makes
it's because,
sense.
now the mystery's gone. You're always hoping for that nip slip and stuff, whereas you could just go here and see the nipple. I don't. That's not nearly as cool. I want to see the nip slip. I want to see her turn around and see her fucking asshole, like by accident.
That's funny.
You know,
Yeah,
accidental asshole is better than intentional.
I get it. Well, that's like we've had the conversation here. How a couple of OnlyFans accounts got me.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I just need to see her naked. I have to now. Like, I've been following this person on Instagram for 7 or 8 months.
Yeah.
See a lot of pictures of them in lingerie. I gotta know what they look like.
I still can't believe that you subscribed to an OnlyFans account before I did.
Have you subscribed to one yet?
0.
I've
Never. I don't even have an account.
I've built up to 3 at this point.
At once or just like
No.
one at a time?
One at a
You have a budget.
Yeah, I would never do more than 1 a month.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. But I've only done 3 since I've known OnlyFans has existed for a year now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just girls that I saw that I found very attractive. That was like, I gotta see it.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is it always a bit of a buzzkill?
Yeah, totally. It's over. It's ruined. Actually, one of them was pretty good. She was like a TikTok person that I saw.
Yeah. Yeah, you talked about her before.
Yeah, she was pretty interesting. Then the other person was from Twitch/Instagram. She used to date Dakotas.
Okay.
Do you know who he is?
No.
Oh. And so she was like kind of okay. Like she posted a lot of lingerie pics and then her OnlyFans like nudes and stuff, but no sex stuff.
Yeah.
Just like pictures and like short videos of her playing with her tits and stuff. And she's pretty good looking. She's like good looking ginger, my kind of thing. I was into it. The third one is what ruined OnlyFans for me. So the third one was actually, so you all know Anita. So it was Anita. It's Anita's OnlyFans. I had to know. I'm joking. That's a giant joke. Anita does not have an OnlyFans. That would be incredibly funny, though. So it's actually someone that Anita knows. So Anita showed me this person's Instagram account. And so I was following them for a few months, and they're advertising their OnlyFans on there. And she was posting, like, not pictures in lingerie, just, like, kind of provocative pictures.
Yeah.
Like a bit of under boob, some ass cheek, like, you know, just a T-shirt, just a sweater kind of thing. And so I was like, all right, I'll bite. You can have my $5.99. And I subscribed to her OnlyFans, and it was essentially just the pictures from her Instagram.
Weak.
Oh, dude, I never felt so burned.
Yeah.
And she was charging like $30-$40 for nudes.
Holy shit.
And I was like, so you could get a nude DM to you for like $30 or $40. And I was like, I don't fucking care that much. Like, titties are titties, my man.
Yep.
I'm not paying $30 to look at a picture of tits. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's fucking retarded.
Yeah, it was fucked. I don't understand what kind of... She obviously has no longevity in it.
They never fucking do.
But that's untrue, though. There's some OnlyFans accounts that are going to do well long term because they're posting the right content.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be a thing that was just a bubble and would die off. I'm willing to bet since the world's starting getting back to normal as it is,
That stuff's going to die.
I'm willing to bet like the reason OnlyFans existed before coronavirus. I'm willing to bet that it took off, like it blew up to the fucking masses because of coronavirus. Like, you know how many girls turned to that to produce content because they had no income?
Yeah.
Like realistically, look at some of them.
But those girls are still now reliant on that income.
Yeah, they definitely are 100%.
Oh, we're going to see a giant wave of porn.
Yes. So, in all honesty, there's so many. Let's not use like the ones that were already famous Instagram models. Let's just talk about the ones that, you know, they had maybe a couple of thousand followers. They were pretty attractive, and they started doing OnlyFans.
Right.
Those are the ones that started because their income was cut or whatever. Like, do you realize how many? What do you think is the number one job for women between the age of say 20 to 27?
Server.
Bingo. They got their jobs cut, destroyed, taken away. They had no source of income.
Good-looking girl.
Suddenly.
Yeah.
And they're all, like, being a server is already, especially being a fucking female server, there's very few that don't, like, use their body to some fucking extent. Like, when you get into the older women servers, that's a different story. But the younger college-aged students that are servers, waitresses, they are selling their body for fucking extra gravy and shit. Like, that's what that is, okay?
Yeah.
Like it or fucking not. There's a reason why you're wearing black leggings instead of fucking, you know, the
super
khakis that the guys
slim
have to
fitting.
wear
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever. You know what I mean? There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Like it or not, that's one step away from just working at a fucking strip club. You know what I mean? That's one.
What? No.
Sure it is. One step
No.
away. Yeah, that's a big step.
Not one step.
Yeah.
I would say there's a couple of steps.
What would be the in-between steps?
Server,
Okay.
bartender at a restaurant.
That's a fucking server. A server that stands on that side of the wood.
Okay, then. Server in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Bartender in like Irish bar, a more established
That's still
joint.
a server. That's still a server. It's
Then
just
you go to like nightclub bartender who's dressing more provocatively.
all right, fine. I'll say the bottle service girls at a nightclub is definitely the step
For
between
sure.
a traditional server.
And then you're going to like maybe just like a dancer,
Yeah.
like a girl who stays in a bikini,
Sure. That's at strip clubs though.
Right.
That's where that
and
happens.
then it's a stripper.
Sure, but it works at a strip club. That's
Yeah.
what I said. It's one
Do you
step between a
think-
strip club.
But do you think a stripper would make better money than a good-looking girl at Hooters?
Depends on where that Hooters is.
Like,
So-
let's say a
so
Hooters
overall-
in downtown Toronto.
You know what? So I'm willing to bet that they probably make the same amount of money. It's the amount of hours that it takes to make that money.
Right.
Because a strip club is only making money during very short windows, but lots of it.
Yeah.
Whereas a server at like a Hooters, is probably making,
She's still pulling her 32 hours a
but
week.
she's got to work 30 plus hours a week to make that same amount of money.
Right.
Right. That's where the difference would be.
Yeah, but there's definitely like good-looking servers.
Yeah.
Women, like men, just like the only way it works for a man is getting middle-aged women to tip you, but that's hard.
Right.
But whereas men love tipping women.
I find in my experience in the restaurant industry, from not only being a server myself and bartender, but also the management side, men make more tips than women.
Really?
In the course of a night. However, not cut and dry. If there's 10 men and 10 women, it's not going to be like every man got paid more.
Right.
It's not going to be like that. But if you got a decently attractive, like not a fucking skid
Yeah.
male server that's good at
Right.
his job and has a personality,
Yeah.
they will make more than almost every other woman. Maybe not like the rocket that's also fucking very good at her job.
Yeah.
But I find men can often take more tables at once. A lot of the time, larger tables, like groups of people, like a couple tables of 6, 4s, 4s, 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can do that. They can multitask better. They also can make recommendations and work generally more efficiently.
Yeah.
I personally find they always do. But man, if I knew that I was going to a restaurant and I knew ahead of time that every single server there and bartender was going to be a man, I got to tell you,
I'd go to a different restaurant.
I probably wouldn't go as often. And that's not even like I go to a restaurant to see the waitress. I'm not there for that. But if it was
an
a
added
known
perk.
yeah, if it was a known fact, 100% known, not advertised, just
Yeah.
a known fact that if I went to this restaurant, the Keg, let's say,
Yeah.
I would be less inclined to want to go to the Keg if I knew
was all
100% of the time it's going to be a dude serving me.
Yeah.
Even though I don't give a shit who the server is once I get there, it's just the idea of knowing that would make me not want to go there as much. I'd be like, I already know what I'm in for.
I don't know.
I've picked up servers before though, so maybe that's why my brain's telling me this. Like I've ended up getting servers' phone numbers as being a customer like a few times.
I enjoy thoroughly a female server.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, why I like it. Maybe it's
You know
actually
why?
some like weird.
It's so that you can have a woman be nice to you without you having to be nice back.
Right. But like, thankfully me and you got out for a nice meal out like right before this current pandemic lockdown.
Oh, dude,
happened.
I went out the day before it was officially locked down.
Really?
We'll put it this way. I was out until 11 p.m., like the cutoff.
Yeah.
And then the next day, restaurants closed.
But we had a really good looking server that night.
Yeah.
And it's
at
like-
least from the bridge of the nose up.
Yeah, but it's like all
And
a
from
part
the chin down.
It was like a part of the experience. Like you're going out for a couple beers with your buddy.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. Women can think about this however they will. Fuck off. It's nice to be there for a beer with your buddy. And like, you're kind of like, oh, fuck, dude. Like, she's so fucking good.
Right.
Looking. Like, you see that one? Holy
Women aren't
shit.
retards. Like they know that you're saying that and thinking that and looking at that
Yeah,
too.
and that's the other thing. We've had this discussion multiple times. As long as you're not like, there's a line, man. Like, you can appreciate a good-looking woman and not be rude,
Yeah.
and like, I don't think she gets offended by it. Like, we get to enjoy it, and it's just like kind of fun. And you are extra polite if they're super good-looking, because you're like, oh, I don't want to offend her or piss her off.
Right.
She's fucking so hot. But yeah.
Well, that's why I would circle back to being a server is probably the most common job for women between the ages of 20 and say
Yeah.
27 or whatever when their
Yeah.
careers get going.
Yeah.
They are already like willing to work their body for some degree of extra income.
Yeah.
So now when the general fashion trend has come along where, wearing some things that are a little bit more revealing, whether that's, showing midriff, like halter tops are cool again, like pants that are riding right the fuck up, like yoga pants. Like I can
Yeah.
see your full ass right now. I can see every fucking
Yeah, there's
line
nothing
here.
left to the
And then being at a
imagination.
beach and wearing like fucking next to nothing and it being socially acceptable, once they realize, oh, I can just go on OnlyFans and sell these pictures of me in a bikini and I can actually make money.
Fuck it.
Right. But then eventually
That well's gonna.
they're
dry
gonna
up.
get a boyfriend and they're gonna get confident and then all of a sudden they'll start putting on the pounds. That happens with every fucking relationship. Like
Yeah.
they're not women, all right? That's just
Yeah.
gonna happen. You're gonna start getting like a little like sketchier once you
love
got a man
handles.
in your life. Exactly. And then all of a sudden those comments will start showing up. And that's when you'll be like, no, I want to have my normal career again. So that's why, for that whole reason, that whole picture is why I believe that OnlyFans is a very short-term plan. Don't get me wrong. The top percenters, they're making enough bank that they could probably just never actually work.
Oh, they could do it for a few years.
Yeah,
and be fine.
once they like get noticeably pregnant, and the amount of subscriptions.
I don't know. That's another niche market though.
Yeah, but that niche can only last for up to 9 months.
Right.
So, and then once it's done, you ain't gonna be taking sexy photos when you're fucking all
For a
mom
few
botted
months,
and that's even if you have the motivation to get going again.
Dude, there are some women though, like that I know that have had kids.
Yeah.
And like 3 to 4 weeks,
Fucking Ariane Celeste.
bang.
That doesn't make sense how she was looking so good right after having a kid.
Dude,
Like, she walked into the delivery room and fucking picked up the round 2 card.
Dude, one of Steph's friends, I fucking shit you not, had 2 kids within the span of like 24 months.
Ouch.
After the second one, dude, no joke, 4 weeks later, hotter than she's ever been.
Holy fuck.
It was fucking madness.
Doesn't make no sense.
Congratulations, man. You fucking won. You fucking won. Good job.
Man, you're too fucking fat. Nobody wanna fuck you. You're too fat, bitch. You eat too many pork chops, too much rice and beans. You dumbass, stupid ass bitch.
It does not get fucking old. Anyway, I guess that was another episode of Dudes Talking Shit. Episode 56, a wild and wonderful episode. You can find us on Instagram at Dudes Talking Shit. You can find Ryan on Instagram at Drunk Ryan and Travis on Instagram at
TFan23.
I like it better when I said send him pictures of your dick pics or whatever.
Yeah, I like that one
I
better
like it
too.
better. Fuck the dick pics. Woo!
Later, shitheads.